Hey boss, you know how Pac-Man is one of the most iconic video games of all time, right?
Yes?
Well, for our new game, we're gonna put him in space.
Space Pac-Man?
Space Pac-Man.
I love it.
Great! So here's the scene. Pac-Man is just chilling with his girlfriend eating power pellets, right? Then boom, this big tractor beam sucks him into space, and he's trapped in this giant space invader.
Go on.
Well, he breaks out of this space invader, only to be chased by the ghosts, but now they're aliens.
Intriguing. What is the maze then?
There's no maze.
There's no maze in a Pac-Man game?
No, it's just a big free-for-all in space. Pac-Man is grabbing power pellets while dodging aliens. Oh, and sometimes this giant ghost alien comes and tries to get him. And he's on fire.
On fire?
Yeah, Pac-Man's on fire, you know, because he's re-entering the atmosphere or something.
You genius. I don't know what drugs you're on, but make this game.
Welcome to Mike's Gaming Gala. I'm Mike, and this week we're talking about the craziness that is Space Pac-Man by Game Select. Space Pac-Man comes in a nice printed box with a cardboard insert that holds the cartridge and provides sturdiness to the box. The cartridge is actually molded in this nice red plastic so it'll stand out. You've also got a full color manual that can be in either English or Portuguese because again Game Select is located in Brazil. So if you want English, this is an English manual, make sure you mention that. Also comes with the little cards that Game Select puts in their games. I really like these ones. It's got art from their box art there. It's a really nice package. Now, the intro kind of was a fun way of me pointing out how insane this game is. And the fact that it can be both Pac-Man, undeniably Pac-Man, and nothing like Pac-Man at the same time is really, really interesting. So let's get right into the game. I want to show you this. When you start up the game, you get this animated title screen. This in itself is pretty unusual for the Atari 2600, but we haven't seen anything yet. Clicking the button on your joystick to start, we're presented with a playable cutscene. You heard me. Playable cutscene. Not only is this intro to the game playable, but depending on how you play it, your starting health will be affected. You start by just eating power pellets on the ground, but when you eat the last one, a tractor beam pulls you into space, draining your energy and trapping you in a space prison that looks a lot like a giant space invader. From here, you have to press down to smash out of the prison and escape. You travel across one more screen before the game starts, so don't stop here, otherwise you'll be thrown back into the prison without even starting the real game. You'll know the cutscene is over when you hear the starting music to Pac-Man on a screen with you in the center and 4 ghosts around you. The goal of the game is to not lose all of your energy, which is represented by the gray bar at the bottom of your screen. You can do this by evading the ghosts and picking up power pellets that will move across the screen from bottom to top. Your health slowly drops naturally even if you aren't getting hurt, so make sure to pick up as many pellets as you can. Pressing the fire button on your joystick will transport you in the direction you're heading, helping you dodge ghosts if you're in a sticky situation. Also, the tractor beam from the opening cutscene will make an appearance periodically, and you'll have to avoid that too. While the tractor beam is on your screen, your transportation ability won't work. Like in the original Pac-Man, every once in a while one of these pellets will be glowing. Grab this to have a short period where you can eat the ghosts and gain more points. If you get all 4 of the ghosts with this power-up, they'll turn red and come after you. But grabbing another glowing pellet while they're in this form will freeze them all in place and trigger a hail of pellets on screen. You want to try to get to this stage as often as you can, because it's a great way to replenish your health right up to full without danger. As if all of this wasn't enough, while playing you'll notice points where all 4 ghosts stack onto each other. They then form a single giant ghost that will chase you around the screen. This is a boss battle of sorts, and it'll take multiple glowing pellets to smash this ghost back into its 4 smaller ghosts. As the game progresses, the enemies get faster and more aggressive, making it harder to grab pellets and consequently, to keep your energy up. Now, I mentioned earlier that how you play the opening cutscene can affect how much health you start with in the game. Well, if you try to resist the tractor beam, you'll be in it longer, causing more damage to Pac-Man. So if you want to start with the most energy that you can, hold up to speed up Pac-Man's kidnapping. You'll be in the tractor beam for less time, saving a lot of wear and tear on our favorite yellow circle. And that's Space Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. So what did I think of this game? This game is nuts in the best way possible. Especially as the game advances, the only thing I can associate its energy with is like Robotron. There's always stuff happening on screen, there's always sound effects and music to add to the insanity. Honestly, the amount of creativity that went into this game is incredible. It would have been so easy for them to phone in a game like Space Pac-Man, but they didn't. Also, Space Pac-Man was nominated for Best Sound and Music in an Atari 2600 game in the 5th Annual Atari Homebrew Awards. And Spiders and Flies, the other game of theirs that I've reviewed, was nominated for Best 4K Atari 2600 game. So if you watched my reviews and you want to vote for these, I'll put the links in the description where you can go and do that. You do have to be an Atari Age member in order to vote though. And just to be clear, I have no association with Game Select. I just like both of these games and I'd love to see them succeed. Thank you so much for watching my video, I appreciate it a lot. We should know the drill by now. If you've got any suggestions for my channel, or if you've got a game that you'd like to see reviewed, my contact information's right over there. Also, please, give me a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and it really helps me out a lot. Also, like, comment, I love reading your comments. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time at Mike's Gaming Gala.